Good morning. It is the 28th of October, 2020. I'm Bart Everson, and it is my honor to share with you this guided meditation hosted by the Center for the Advancement of Teaching and Faculty Development at Xavier University of Louisiana. Even as Hurricane Zeta bears down on us, this meditation will be dedicated to Mother Earth and to the observance of All Saints' Day, the observance which we are approaching on the calendar now. So if you haven't already, please take a moment to get comfortable, whatever position you like, sitting, lying down, standing, just so that you feel supported, comfortable, and at ease. And as you settle into place, I'll mention that my understanding is that All Saints' Day is kind of situated in a seasonal moment, a cluster, with a cluster of other observances that all have some similar themes, which all seem very profound and worthy of contemplation. So let's begin with some deep breathing, just taking in a long, slow, gentle, deep breath, filling your lungs up all the way, and then letting that air out through your mouth, extending the exhalation to be even longer. Just a few deep, gentle breaths to begin. And now, as you let your breath return to its normal rhythm, just notice how it is, what the actual experience of breathing is like, the experience of being here now, sitting, or however you're situated, positioned. The sounds you're hearing, the sound of my voice, but the sound of the room as well. Any other sensory input that you notice. The feel of the air on your skin, for example. And again, the rhythm of the breathing. The cycle of inhalation and exhalation. Notice what that's like, and in particular, we can notice that this cycle is kind of like an echo or a reduplication of the seasonal cycle, which is much slower and bigger, kind of cycle of the whole earth. So as we breathe in and we breathe out, also in the cycle of the year, we observe the rising of the light, and then the light recedes. So let's make that association. We're breathing in, bringing the light up, breathing out, letting the light go. Our breathing in is like the springtime. The light increases, warmth increases, and more life flourishes. Breathing out is like the autumnal season. And we notice that the light diminishes. And in particular, in this cycle of breathing, as you're paying attention to the actual sensation of the breath, notice that particular moment where the breath ends. What's that like? Is it distinct, or does it just kind of fade away subtly? It all depends on how you're breathing. But without question, each breath comes to an end. Each exhalation comes to an end. Look for that ending and noticing what it's like. And noticing how this corresponds to the observance of All Saints' Day. This seasonal moment where we are now in the cycle. And what can we learn from the ending of our breath when we contemplate ending? What associations does that conjure in your mind? Just noticing what those associations are, without judgment. There's no right or wrong answer. Noticing also the association we might make with a sense of completion. As each breath comes to an end, it's completed. We might also associate this with the harvest and the completion of the harvest season. Of course, also, as we think of the light diminishing in the annual cycle, just as our breath diminishes at the end of the breath. So, of course, as the light diminishes, the dark rises. So this is a moment of darkness rising, which we might associate also with mystery, with not knowing. When a breath comes to an end, does it still exist in some way? We have the memory of that breath. You just breathed it, but it seems to be gone. And there are many mysteries that we might find in this moment. So also when we think of endings, we may think of mortality. And this has been a time to remember our loved ones, to remember those who are no longer with us, to honor our ancestors. Just observing what associations we might feel or think without judgment. Just noticing what that's like. To sit in this moment. Perhaps we have associations with loss, with sorrow, with heartache. We acknowledge those and make room for them. We have the capacity for all of this. With the ending of each breath, we might also make the association of remembrance. Of the desire to honor what we remember, to honor those that have come before, so this moment is associated even with just the idea of honor. And of course, we make the association of gratitude. Which is a good way to end our meditation. Let's take a few more deep, gentle breaths, breathing in fully. A long exhale through the mouth. With gratitude. Gratitude for Mother Earth, for our teachers, and for our ancestors. Without them, we would not be here. Gratitude also to yourself for taking the time to slow down, to contemplate the mystery of existence. And I'd also like to express my gratitude to you for your attention. So thank you, and have a great day.